Hello students, welcome to English lecture. Today I shall be starting 9th standard English poem, and the name of the poem is Invictus. Invictus is a Latin word which means unbeatable, undefeatable or unconquerable. So students, इनविक्टिस जो है वो लैटिन वर्ड है और जिसका मतलब होता है कि जिसको कोई हरा नहीं सकता, इनविक्टस। ठीक है, जो कभी हार नहीं सकता, जिसको कोई पराजित नहीं कर सकता। सो लेट्स सी द पोम। आउट ऑफ द नाइट दैट कवर्स मी, ब्लैक एज द पिट फ्रॉम होल टू होल, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the frail clutch of circumstances, I have not winced nor cried aloud under the burgeonings of chance may hide his bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the sad, and yet the menace of the years find and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scrolls. I am the master of my faith, I am the captor of my soul. By William Ernest Henley. So students, this poem was written when the poet was in hospital and was suffering with great dilemma called tuberculosis of the bone. A few years later, the disease progressed to the foot, and doctor announced that the only way to save his life was to amputate directly below the knee, and it was amputed when he was just 17 years old. Despite this disability, he survived his life actively with one foot until his death at the age of 53. So students, यहाँ पर जो पोएट है विलियम अर्नेस्ट हैनली, ही इज़ अ प्रोमिनेंट पोएट, एंड उन्होंने ये जो पोएम लिखा है, इट इज़ रिटन इन पेन। ये बहुत, जब वो कष्ट में होते हैं और उनको डॉक्टर जब बता देता है कि बोन में ट्यूबरकुलोसिस हो गया है और वो उनके पैर तक पहुंच गया है और उनका नी के नीचे का एक पैर कट करना पड़ेगा, और वो ये जो सफ़र है, ये जो पेन है, इट वॉज ही हैज़ टू बियर इन जस्ट 17 ईयर्स ओल्ड। जब वो 17 साल के थे तब उनका एक पैर काट दिया गया, एंड उसके बावजूद भी उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ को सरवाइव किया, इस जो दुनिया है उसको compete किया, और 53 ईयर्स की एज में डाई हो गए। सो द पोएम इज द डायलेमा, द पेन। ही disclosed his feelings, emotions through this poem when he was in hospital, and the process of cutting or the announcement of cutting his leg was announced. The poet is about courage in the face of death and holding on to one's own dignity despite all the problems life faces before us. So let's see the first stanza. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. So here pit means what? Hole. Hole means गड्ढा, deep hole. And pole to pole means what? यहाँ पे पूरी दुनिया को बता रहे हैं, साउथ पोल टू नॉर्थ पोल, नॉर्थ पोल टू साउथ पोल, ईस्ट पोल टू वेस्ट पोल। यहाँ पे पूरी दुनिया को बता रहे हैं. Henry compares the night to the pain, hardship and anxiety he has to face all through life. But whatever the terrible situations faced by him, he extends his great gratitude to the Almighty for his undefeated soul. So here students, Henley compares कर रहे हैं. Night means what? Always night comes with darkness. Darkness means negativity, pain, तकलीफ. So night indicates the hardship, the pain, sufferings जो उस समय पोएट सफ़र कर रहा होता है. एंड वो कैसा होता है? ब्लैक इज ए पिट, इतना गहरा होता है कि इट इज़ अनबियरेबल. एंड फ्रॉम पोल टू पोल, जो कि पूरी दुनिया से परे होता है, मतलब वो उसको ही सफ़र करना है. सो एज ए एंड इट वॉज एज ब्लैक एज पिट फ्रॉम पोल टू पोल, मीन्स कोई भी आशा की किरण दिखाई नहीं दे रही है. देर इज़ नो होप एट ऑल. आई थिंक बट in that terrible situation, he extended his great gratitude towards the Almighty. लेकिन उस सिचुएशन में भी वो भगवान को थैंक्स बोलता है. किस लिए? क्योंकि उसने उसको इतनी सहने की, ये जो तकलीफ़ है उसको सहने की ताकत दी. फॉर माई अनकंक्वेबल सोल, ये सोल जो उसके पास है, विच इज़ अनडिफिटेबल और विच इज़ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग, उसको सहने की ताकत दी. इसलिए उस सोल के लिए उस ऑलमाइटी को वो थैंक्स बोलता है. इन द फेल क्लच ऑफ सर्कमस्टेंसेस आई हैव नॉट विंस्ड nor cried aloud. Under the burgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Clutch means what? Trap. बांध लेना. Wince means what? Cried out in pain. Burgeoning means what? Beating with a club. Club means होता छड़ी. And unbowed means होता undefeated. The poet glorifies the courageous soul that does not complain but remain fearless even in the suffering and difficult situation or circumstances. He suffers a lot but he never gave up. His head is still not bowed. That means what? वो क्या बोल रहा है कि ये जो circumstances है, ये जो painful जो मेरा situation है, I have not winced nor cried aloud. I will not cry. I will not make someone knows about this situation. Under the bludgeonings of chance. और ये जो बीटिंग विद अ क्लब, मतलब किसी को हंटरिंग किया जाता है, किसी को तकलीफ़ दिया जाता है, ये जो थपेड़े हैं समय का, मुझे जो थप्पड़ लग रहा है, मुझे जो ये पेनफुल जो तकलीफ़ मिली है ऑफ चांस, माई हेड इज़ ब्लडी, आई नो दैट आई एम इन पेन. ब्लडी मीन्स बहुत ज़्यादा जो तकलीफ़ में, उसका हेड जो है बिल्कुल ब्लडी. दैट मीन्स वॉट? ही इज़ सफरिंग वेरी मच बट अनबाउड. उस सिचुएशन में भी वो अपने सर को उठाए हुए है. दैट मीन्स ही इज़ नॉट फीलिंग दैट ही इज़ इन सफ़र. लेट्स सी the next stanza. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horrors of this shade, and yet the menace of the years find and shall find me unafraid. Poet says that beyond this world of anger and tears may be a place that is worse, but the terrible sufferings and difficulties of this world have made him so strong and is prepared to face any challenge that lies ahead unafraid. So here in this line, poet says about his bravery, about his patience, कि इतना, wrath means what? Anger. Looms means hangs overhead. Shade means darkness, menace means threat. So poet is saying what? इस एंगर में भी, इट्स तकलीफ़ में भी, जो ये लूम्स बट द हॉरर्स ऑफ द शेड है, जो ये अंधेरे का जो भयानक, मेरे ऊपर जो अंधेरे जैसी भयानक तकलीफ़ है, एंड ये द मिनांस ऑफ द ईयर्स, ये जो मैं काफ़ी सालों से जो सफ़र कर रहा हूँ, दैट टेरिबल सफरिंग विच आई एम सफरिंग, and in this hard time find unafraid. In this hard time even I am unafraid. उससे उसको ज़रा भी डर नहीं लगता है, वो हिम्मत से उस सिचुएशन का सामना करेगा. It matter not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my faith, I am the captain of my soul. So, Henley giving the message through these lines that we never, and he even never cares about the sufferings or hardship in his life, how it is very good, how it is enjoyful in his life, enjoyful moment in his life, how straight the life was. Straight the gate means what? How straight the life was, how the life without any suffer, how charged with punishments the scroll, and how the punishments it is given by the God, but he is not defeated yet, because he is the master of his faith, because he is the master, he is ruling his destiny, and he conquered his soul, and he is the captain of his soul. Soul, written by William Ernest Henley. So let's see the poetic device of this poem, students. In this poem we have rhyming words, that is me, be, pole, soul. So likewise you can find out from the next stanza also. And now let's see the rhyme scheme. So here A, B, A, B, me, be, pole, soul. So here the rhyme scheme of this first stanza we can see A, B, A, B. So let's see the third poetic device of this poem, that is figures of speech. In first line, here we can see out of the night. That line indicates metaphor, figure of speech, because your night stands for the hardship and sufferings of the poet. And the second line we can see here, black as the pit from pole to pole. So this is simile, because here here the poet compares to his night as a dark life. So this is simile. And in next line we can see in the fail clutch of circumstances. So in this line there is personification, because an inanimate object is given the human quality of clutching. So this line indicates what, which figures of speech, that is personification. We have more figures of speech in this line, in this poem, that is we can see I am the master of my soul, I am the master of my fate. So in this line we can see the repetition figure of speech is indicated by the poet to give the poetic device or the poetic effect to this poem. So repetition, why? Because I am repeated twice in this line. And we have one more figure of speech. We can see my head is bloody. Here my head is bloody. So obviously this is imagery, because this line creates a visual vivid picture to present the poetic effect in this poem. So in this way we conclude this poem. I hope you understand this poem. Thank you.